This movie was like an onion, just like Shrek says. Has layers. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is directed by James Gunn yet again, and it stars the whole crew back at it. You got Chris Pratt in there, Zoe Saldana, everybody, Bradley Cooper, everybody that was in the first one, they're all in this one, and they're back at it again. I absolutely loved the first Guardians of the Galaxy. It was by far one of my favorite Marvel movies. I love all these Marvel movies, so obviously I'm excited about this one. The trailers look really good. I was anticipating this one. I went in super hyped, and I left having a great time. I really enjoyed this movie, and right off the bat, let me just say, I did not like it as much as the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. I felt like that movie had such a fun time introducing these characters, and it had a little bit better of a story, but that doesn't take anything away from this movie. This movie was a lot of fun. It had a lot of amazing laughs. This movie might have been funnier than the first Guardians, but it doesn't have quite the story and the depth that the first movie had, I feel. But what this movie did have that the first one didn't have is a lot of character moments. It had a lot of just slow moments of just character development, and I felt like that's where this movie really shined, because it really took its time to just slow down and just have time with these characters and let them have different moments, each and every single one of them, and you got to know them more. They became deeper characters, and I really liked seeing that in this movie. I liked that it furthered their characters, and it didn't focus so much on making it a bigger like story and like more action or anything. There's a lot of action, and it was really fun to watch, but this movie really was more deep than the first one, I felt, and that's something that I really liked about this movie. Now, what I will say is that the movie takes a little while to like get into itself. Like, things happen and it's exciting the whole way through, but the story kind of takes a little while to unveil itself. That's why I said in the beginning that it kind of takes a little while to peel back the layers of this thing, because you don't really quite know what's going to happen until a good halfway through, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is what this movie really is about. And I really liked having, like, not really knowing what was going to happen. I liked the reveals that this had, and I really thought that the story, when it got to it, was worthwhile, and I really enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy it and wasn't quite as into it, and didn't feel like that it had the depth that the first movie did, story-wise. But like I said, this movie has amazing laughs in it, some really, really amazing lines by Drax. He is the funniest part of this thing, besides Baby Groot. He's just the cutest. He steals your heart. He's probably the best part about this movie. Surprise, surprise, Groot is amazing in this. I loved him, and all the characters, I mean, you love them, and like you love them more in this one because you get to see more of them, and I thought that everybody did a good job. It looked really amazing, just like the first one did. All the special effects and like the space stuff, and it really, this stuff blows me away. I thought it looks amazing. The directing was really good, and yeah, I felt like there's not really too many complaints with this movie. It just wasn't as good as the first one for me. I feel like the music was nowhere near as good as the first movie, but that's like kind of how I take this movie, is when the songs popped up in this movie, I enjoyed them and I had a good time, and that's how I feel about this movie, is that it was a good time and I liked it a lot. Just it wasn't on the par as the first songs in the first movie and just the first movie in general. So overall, this is a movie that I definitely recommend, especially if you're like you love all these Marvel movies. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really, really enjoyed it, and I think that you will too. By the way, there's like 15,000 end credit scenes, so just stay until the very, very end because they just keep rolling them out. A little bit disappointing for end credit scenes go, just because they don't really further anything, but there's some cool little funny scenes in there. And yeah, I'm excited to see more from the Guardians of the Galaxy. By the way, I'm sorry about this review and this whole thing. I know it's not up to par, but I'm working in different areas and things, so I just wanted to get this review up, so my apologies for this less than stellar quality here, but I figured I'd get it out now than wait like until next week. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more reviews from a guy like me, Tom Waterloo, then please like and share this video, leave a comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.